Was good live? Was good? Just got off my other live on Facebook. You know, I be doing all type of lives, but I wanted to touch on this subject, which really I've been covering the R. Kelly case. I ain't been really covering the Diddy case like that, but I've been looking in on this Cassie testimonial and her background with Diddy, and it seems as though that it is a lot of it is a lot of similarities. Excuse me. It seems to be a lot of similarities between Azriel and Cassie. hmm Let me be the first one to say it. I'll be the first one to say it before any one of these niggas can get on the internet. Be the first one to say it. And and I've compared some striking similarities between Azriel and Cassie. I don't know if y'all seen the testimonial or read the transcript, because you don't only read the transcript because in federal court it can't be no recordings or nothing like that. So you can only read transcripts or hear with the from sources, uh, trusted sources, the transcripts. If you don't want to read them yourself from the Diddy case, and with with first of all with Cassie, well, they exposed a lot of text messaging from Cassie, and she was like texting Diddy, like, yeah, I want to freak off, or I'm setting up freak offs, you know, and she's picking the men that she wants. And Diddy don't care because one testimony, one chick said Diddy got a Tootsie Roll dick. I'm gonna be real raw. Y'all on YouTube now, okay? YouTube and that. Pete Diddy got a Tootsie Roll dick. So, like I told y'all, P. Diddy, like big, strong, and this is before P. Diddy got indicted, and before all of this, you can go back to my old videos. P. Diddy was having a good life. P. Diddy, I told y'all the type of man that P. Diddy like. P. Diddy likes men who are, big, tall, black men. And they gotta be dark skinned. And they gotta be welded down. I'm gonna just say that. I ain't gonna say no farther than that. And he liked them like that because Diddy had basically a vagina. For real. P. Diddy basically had a vagina. And it was no use to, you know. And it's just cool. I would hate to see this movie. when they see the documentary of this movie, I'm not watching it. Mm-mm. I ain't watching it. That's another. But it was shown that she was setting up the freak offs through her text message, and like I say, once you try to develop a pop star, right? Let's go before the case, right? Diddy knew he wanted to be with her in the first place. He already knew he wanted to be with her. And this is why he introduced her into the world. Because she was beautiful. She could sing. He wanted to be with her. He wanted her to be his Beyonce. Let me tell y'all something. Everybody strive for that Beyonce. JC was lucky to get that Beyonce. The industry. You want to meet your match. Yeah, he wanted Cassie to be his. He wanted to show everybody else that she can sing. She's beautiful, but she couldn't match up to Beyonce. And that's something that Diddy was mad about. And that's why he was putting his hands on her in the first place. Now, we ain't condoning domestic violence or nothing like that. But that's why he could, because she wouldn't want to work. She was lazy. Let's go into that. Cassie was lazy. She wasn't no hard worker like Beyonce. Y'all know how mean Diddy was on making a band. If y'all seen all them seasons, that ninja was mean. But Cassie was lazy. Cassie wanted to. She could sing, she could dance, and she was working, but she wasn't work. She was a hard worker, but she wasn't working hard like Beyonce, and that was making Diddy mad. I'm telling y'all, that was taking Diddy up. That would cause Diddy to put his hands on her. She wasn't no hard worker like. She wasn't measuring up like Jay Z was winning. He wanted to beat Jay Z. He wanted to make his own Beyonce. You can't make Beyonce. I mean, come on. Beyonce made herself, but that was Diddy's problem. And this is in court. This is gonna come out in court. That that was. I mean, it already did came out in court that was part of the reason why he was so abusive. Because he was on her hard, on her with her music and all that other type of stuff. Y'all know they abusive in the music industry. You know, they be beating ass all day, all the time. Y'all, you know, death row stories. I mean, come on, man. It still exists today. In Azriel, how she crossed R. Kelly. You know, they had an emotional attachment. Azriel and R. Kelly. R. Kelly like really trusted Azriel. And they really had a genuine relationship as what he thought. Kills thought that he had a genuine relationship with Azriel. And to turn on him when he went to jail was like You can hear the pain in his voice. It was like he got stabbed in the back. He could hear the, when y'all heard that voicemail. No, not the voicemail, but when she called him. I wish I could play that video. When she called him, and the pain in his voice, like that betrayal. You can tell that she was using him, and you can see. No, that was before the Gail King, right? That was before Gail King, if I'm not mistaken. I think that was before Gail King. So when she went on Gail King, that's when she fully, transformed, and that helped put R. Kelly under the jail. But like I say, due to this case, if P Diddy get like P Diddy got, I didn't even know P Diddy had them stronger lawyers on his side. P Diddy, if P Diddy win this case, R. Kelly has his appeal is, this is gonna open doors. P Diddy has to win this case. He got to, in order for R. Kelly appeals to get faster. And I think it's a good chance for P Diddy to win this case. I think it's a real good chance for P Diddy to win this case. I mean, because the text messages, yeah, it's a good chance. It's a real good chance. R. Kelly is going to win this case. If I mean, yeah, R. Kelly's gonna win this case. Well, P Diddy's gonna, if he win the case, R. Kelly, his appeals is gonna help his appeals. The perception of the old laws of when somebody could just say something and it's dangerous, messing with multiple women at the same time these days. It ain't even cool if you get rich. It's dangerous messing with multiple women. Because if you do, they can just say anything and sue you. It's dangerous. Excuse me. I had to read something. I had to read something. So y'all hit the like button. If y'all can hit the like. We're gonna get some people up in here. We're gonna take a pause. Get some people. I want to hear what y'all have to say. Really, I haven't heard from y'all in a while. I haven't had a open live in a while. So I'm gonna take the time to get some people up in here share it. We want to get some people up in here first. I gave a little dialogue before I get into even more depth, you know. But this is live. Hit the like button, share. Hit the like button, come in. Comment where you're from, you know. We want to turn that 1 into 2, and that 2 into 3, and that 3 into 4, and that 4 into 5. We used to have this mug jumping. I remember we used to have this mug jumping. This guy used to be juking. But I've been working and working and working. I have to catch up with my people. I know y'all work in the morning. But y'all been good to me. I appreciate everybody who follows. I appreciate y'all. I appreciate. Watch the playback. For real. Watch the playback. I appreciate y'all. Anybody to come in. Like, share it. We do where we from. We are from up in here. Come out. Well, I mean, what y'all think about the Diddy case? What y'all think about what comparing it to with Kels and Azriel, and I really think that they going at it at the same angle. I don't know if y'all follow this case, but I do want to get into more. But I know I came on a little bit late, just a little bit later tonight. I did a little bit live. I do it, got a Facebook live. But I appreciate everybody in the playback. Hit the like button in the playback for real. You can sip. You know how we do it on here, sip and talk ish. I'm kind of censoring Facebook because I got my family and friends watching mainly, but YouTube, I got a dirty mouth. I gotta tell the truth. And I want to get all y'all involved. Who want to join this live? My peeps, and you my peeps up in here. For real, hit that like button if you my peeps, if you F with me. For real. If you my peeps. I'm gonna hit the one if you think that Cassie is like Azriel. I think so. I think Cassie is like Azriel. Things was going good. You all about it. You all doing all the freak offs. You planning the freak offs. Azriel, things doing good. when she getting all them Birkin bags and trips to all around the world. Yeah, everything going good. You all down for him. You crying on Gail King. Or was that Gail King? They went on in the first place. Yeah. She crying. Yeah. Kels go to jail, you broke. Now you want to snitch to get more money. Hmm. I know Azriel Clary gonna see this video and her mama. You know, he sent us something. Ooh, we've been getting on them Clarys for years, boy. We've been clowning them Clarys for years. Oh man, I'm gonna come back with an update for y'all. For real, I appreciate y'all. Get me on the playback. I'm gonna keep this short because I've been on all day. I've been on live all day. Hit me my Facebook for real. But I'll be back Wednesday night with a live, with an update, with a full video and videos that y'all like to see. You know, I'm trying to get an update on R. Kelly. So tune in, hit the like button. Appreciate y'all.